Hey everybody, John here. What's going on? Happy President's Weekend. Hope everyone had a good time. A lot of activities were going on. We had snow for about 2 hours early in the morning, and we had about 500 soccer teams at the convention center. Had a midget comedian at Boardwalk Hall, Cat Williams. Always funny. What else did we have? Pretty much it, as far as I know. Um, Today we're going to talk about the blame game. And the blame game that the mayor of Atlantic City does so well. In the 4 years, 4.5 years, he's had that position, maybe 6. My man has not taken fault to anything under his tenure as 2 years tentative mayor and now 3 years as the mayor. Um, Always the glory, never the core stuff. A little bit all about the taking a little bit of action on the crime and the other stuff like that, but how he has no control over it or whatever. But it's definitely 95%. Only does victory laps, never does the walk of shame. And that's not good as a leader because it's not always podium like days when you're in a leadership position. Sometimes you get kicked between the legs, sometimes you get punched in the mouth. My man doesn't have those kind of days apparently, but the normal public sees it. So today we're going to talk about the blame game. Uh, Two topics. Number one, Matt Doherty was on Harry Hurley the other day. Again, love or hate Harry doesn't make a difference. As a media person, he fires off questions, and then the people answer them. So Matt Doherty, from what I caught, to Cliff Note this thing, he did not speak negatively about the mayor. He was a critic of how he operated as a mayor with Stanley Home and other housing authority issues the city has and will continue to have. For all you that may or may not know, that authority board is a hand-picked group of people. Those people serve at the pleasure of the mayor, okay, of any mayor. They are then brought to the state, and the state does the whole blessing, and off they go. So, for the mayor to sit there and say, hey, listen, it's a federal building, it's a federal problem, that is a lie. And also ignorant as well, because if that's the case, that the mayor does not accept any responsibility for places of dwelling where the housing authority has their authority and manage and whatever, I don't think, and I think many of you as well too, well, how does he accept votes from those condos, townhouses, apartment buildings, whatever they are? Which is comical. Not just this mayor, but any mayor. They're quick to come and help you and blindside you with speech and free this, free that. But for those of you that live in those places, what is your return? Because you're giving that person what they want, and that's a vote to stay in office. But when that person doesn't step up to the plate to help you, which he hasn't, Jeff Van Drew has, again, we're not talking political parties. It's just people right now, because this is what we're talking about, people. That's a problem for the people that live under the umbrella of the housing authority. Think about that. Is it really worth voting for a person over a cookout you get once every 2 years between election cycles? Not to have heat, hot water, not to have a roof that doesn't leak, proper lighting, a safe atmosphere where kids can go outside and play and everything else? Is that fair to get 2 free meals in return to get poor maintenance in return? Not at all. Is it fair that the politicians in charge of that district and the mayor in general get your vote? And what do you get in return? Nothing. And the 2 main people to blame, actually, there are quite a few off the top of my head. The blame falls definitely on the mayor, his number 2, Ernest Corsi, and the number 3 person, Speedy, council president. All 3 know people in the housing authority developments. All 3 are leaders in their own respectful way. The mayor being the mayor, Speedy being council president, which actually holds a little bit more authority above the mayor because it's a strong council to a weak mayor, but you got a strong-headed mayor and a weak council president. So this time around, it's together. And then there's Ernest Corsi, who disappeared all of a sudden. Nowhere's to be found. Nowhere's to talk about anything. Nowhere, nothing. Making a cool over $100,000 a year, and where's he at? Anyone seen the guy? I haven't. This is the problem. People are overpaid and underworked. Okay? Truth be told, I think the mayor should not exceed more than $60,000, $65,000 because I don't think it warrants that $140,000 to be a mayor. If you take out the responsibility part, being the figurehead who puts people in play for the housing authority, that's a pretty big job. So you're not going to claim responsibility. Then what are we paying you for as a taxpayer to do? Pass the buck? Saying, I had nothing to do with it. When you actually did. So that needs to be addressed. People are getting paid for what? So you live in third world like living conditions? Think about that. Think about that. You have to move, continue to pay your rent, suffer, get your kids where they need to be at. You need to get to work, this, that, and the third. For what? People can brag about their man caves. Everyone drives brand new city-issued vehicles. They're at 5-star restaurants, and what are you heating your food with? Twigs, matches. Think about that. And anyone who knows somebody that lives in a building in the housing authority umbrella, show them this video. I pick on Marty. I pick on Ernest Corsi, but I can't find him. Speedy Marsh. Don't know. I seen his waistline, but the waist up, it's usually behind Marty, so I can't even talk to him. He's so far up his rear end. But you have three people that do pretty well off the taxpayers' back that supposed to represent you, the Atlantic City resident. And you get this? That's not fair or cool. Because look at how they're living. They've all had public jobs on your dime, my dime, a lot of people's dimes. Never had a real job for the most part. Marty never had a private job, council, and now mayor. And the bullshit marketing thing that he does. Ernest drove a jitney, got into county politics, now city politics. Sporty, MUA, kind of 50-50, but he still gets paid by council. So people, you need to understand, you need to get together, and where you hit somebody the hardest, it's not on a social media platform. You hit them in their wallet. Watch how fast their attitude changes. When you say, why am I paying you this much? We, the people of Atlantic City, want to give you a haircut on your pay. You need to talk to your council people and put the fire under their rear ends. Just so we're clear, in Atlantic County, all the other council people, $5,000 to $7,000. That's all they make. $5,000 to $7,000 for the same hour, same duty, same everything else. That's it. $5,000 to $7,000. That's all they make. Mayors, probably about $20,000 to $25,000. Marty, $150,000. Ernest, $100,000. Speedy, $40,000. Think about that. Same responsibilities, no different than any other town. E8, the big boys too. Let's go with the big boys. Galloway, EHT, Pleasantville. Talk to friends and family. Look it up on the internet. Why are these three so special? And they force the other council people not to do a good job on the citizens' behalf.